Hey, how's it going, folks? You know what it is? We're here back again for another edition of Boxing Chit. Not just myself, Josh, here, but I have the man, Boz John, aka Boz Cobra. How's it going there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm having a kind of hangover almost today because I had a really busy week. A lot to do, and yesterday I had to go get a new computer, which I'm using now, and streaming from. So I'm pretty exhausted, but it's all right. Now I'm a little better than I was when I got up, of course.
Well, sounds like you need a little bit of Beata carrot juice to get you up
Yeah.
and running there. I'm gonna have to throw some through the screen there for you there, Boz. You hear that, Beata? Boz needs you. Send him something. But hey, we're gonna get you back up and running there, Boz, and
Yeah.
things are going to be once again active. So appreciate you. Yeah, we don't have to take it too crazy or far down the line, but just know that you are appreciated, just as all those who will be listening in are appreciated, and I appreciate you stopping by to watch the replay as well, Boz and I both. So salute to you all. With that, shout out to Skywalker Boxeo TWT right there. It says,
Hey.
"Oh, salute, brothers. Salute to you there, Skywalker Box, and be sure to check them out, folks, as we haven't already. We've mentioned it before, bridging the people there. So, Skywalker, appreciate you being here, buddy. And the Tim and Tim show every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. So be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna be tuning in, and I'm gonna actually jump on the thing myself there. So look forward to chatting with you a little bit later, Skywalker. My man, Mr. Pads in the building right there. Salute to you there, Mr. Pads. Per usual, appreciate having you here, buddy. Yeah, a lot to talk about. No, there, Mr. Pads. A lot to talk about. So it should be very interesting there. But appreciate you dropping by, buddy. And then Fight Night Scores, where we just left from over there. Salute to you there, Jim. Fight Night Scores. Be sure to check them out, folks. Give them a like and subscribe. And be sure to check out fight-score.com. We're actually
Yeah.
scoring Oscar De La Hoya versus Ike Bazooka Quartet a little bit earlier. And what a fight. What a fight. But it
Yeah.
wasn't a robbery. So be sure to check out that stream
Mm,
and find out for yourself. But yeah, a lot going on. We appreciate all you being here, buddies. We appreciate all of you.
mm.
Mr. Pad notes that Buatsi Azeez was so fun. As a matter of fact, we can start there, Boz. Now, this one I wasn't able to catch, Boz. I know you've caught pieces of it, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know Joshua Buatsi was on a pretty high trajectory. And then over the last several fights, not so much in terms of
Mm,
entertainment value, at least for the folks that have been tuning in. Aziz is another one of those fighters who's been making a push as well. So this was, in theory, kind of the meeting of two top level guys, or at least guys that are expected to be top level there, coming out of the
yeah.
British scene, with the winner potentially being someone we'll have to look at for title contention here moving forward. And ultimately, it ended up being Buatsi who walked away with the decision victory. I believe it was unanimous. And I wasn't able to catch it there, Boz. I know you caught some highlights, or you may have caught the entirety of it.
Yeah.
And let
I
me know,
saw
what were
the
your
entire.
thoughts, because this was kind of anticipated, and it had to be rescheduled due to, I think, injury from several months back or whatnot. So we
Mhm.
finally got the fight. So what were your thoughts there, Boz?
Yeah, I saw the whole fight. Somebody
Okay.
uploaded the whole thing. Thanks to them, whoever they were. And yeah, it was a good one. I mean, I didn't see the final scorecards, but it was a very competitive fight. Even though Buatsi won, yeah, without a doubt. But those two knockdowns that he scored, I don't remember, was it round 9 or 10? I don't know, something like that. I mean, the first one was definitely a slip, shouldn't have been scored a knockdown. And the second one was kind of odd, Aziz was caught like on his elbow or something. But okay, all right, that was more of a legit knockdown, let's say. So, you know, Buatsi got two like points, let's say, for free there, or Aziz lost 2 points, or one more than he should have. So Yeah, I mean, otherwise, Aziz had his moments, but just, I think his weak side is his defense. He just got hit too much and too easily. And like almost every time Buatsi let his hands go, he had success. But Aziz, to his credit, he even looked like he was close to being stopped in the last round, but he hung in there. And he's a tough guy. He's a strong guy, also a shorter man, but very strong. He can hit as well. He kind of caught Buatsi good a couple of times. Kind of had
Mhm.
him hurt a couple of times at least, but yeah, himself, he was hurt more than once. He was down at least once legally, so twice officially. So it
Hmm.
was a good fight, good scrap, all. And but yeah, I don't see Buatsi as a really serious contender to the light heavyweight throne. As you know already. I don't. I think he just lacks that little extra. I don't know what it is. Whether it's you
Yeah,
know
that was going to be my next
charisma.
question, whether you actually saw him as a threat to Bivol or Better BF.
Nah, I don't think he has what it takes. I mean, sometimes he just seemed to. He does well first, like against Craig Kennedy, was it? I think his name
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
he just loses steam, loses whatever it is. He tends to like just lose his mojo sometimes and doesn't finish the job. So that can be really crucial, of course, especially against a guy like Beterbiev or even Callum
Yeah.
Smith, who is a puncher, also and can turn a fight around quickly. And yeah, so I don't see him getting that far, but like on your European level, well, yeah, maybe he. I mean, why not? I would like to see him fight Anthony Yard. That's probably the fight that he should have next. But since this was a WBA eliminator, I expect him to fight Bivol probably next. And that's not a good fight for him. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I see him getting really outclassed in that fight, and yeah, like losing 118, 110 at least, or 119, 109, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and of course we have seemingly confirmations that Bivol and Better Biev are going to fight. So it would be a matter of is Buatsi intending to
around
kind of
11.
just sit around and expect that to happen or whatnot. I don't know. And yeah,
Yeah.
Buatsi, he had a lot of promise. At least early on, he was on a pretty, I thought,
Yeah.
solid trajectory when he was with Matchroom. I know he wanted to leave Matchroom to get bigger fights or be on other networks or whatever as opposed to the zone.
Mm.
So that's something I had read as one of his reasonings behind such. But yeah, I know things got interesting between the him and Matchroom there before he left, and it seems like things haven't really taken off to that degree, even with the move and all. So that is a good win, of course, getting the victory over Aziz. But like you mentioned, does it put him in there, or are people going to think he has much of a chance against the champions? And like you said, yeah, maybe not at this particular point. And can he really pull out that buzz he was starting to gain early on in his career? I don't know. It seems like it'll be he'll need to be a bit more impressive, maybe scoring some stoppages, things of that nature, to be able to change the trajectory around a bit. So,
Yeah.
interesting
As
place there for
Jim,
Buatsi.
Jim said, you see there. Yeah, that's true. I mean, even the second knockdown was a kind of questionable, but yeah, it looked like a little more like a knockdown. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but still, yeah, Watsi won the fight, but it was a good one, competitive fight. Definitely, he didn't outclass, Aziz or anything. So yeah,
Okay. And so for Aziz, hey, he'll have to bounce back from this one. It's not the end of the world, of
yeah,
course, but certainly you'll need to retool some things, get back in there, and do what it does. But as it relates to Buatsi, I do like the yard fight. I know Alex, when we were on the Fight Night Score stream, even mentioned Caleb Smith for Buatsi. which that could be an interesting one as well, considering Caleb fought not too long ago, and now this fight has happened. Timing wise, it could work out, and
Yeah,
that would be a step up for Buatsi, I would say.
yeah, of course, that would be a pretty big step up. I think. Yeah,
But
I think he
probably
should.
more
Yeah,
risk, more high risk, low reward for Caleb Smith at this stage, though.
yeah, yeah. I think it's a fight that Smith would have to win. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's all over pretty much for him as a serious contender. Yeah, he just has been too inactive too long, and that's such a shame because he looked really promising when he the way he entered the division. He was pretty impressive those
Yeah.
couple of wins he had, or I don't know how many. Well, anyway, yeah, he definitely is an asset, a good addition to 175, but to remain that he must be active enough, definitely. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, his manager, he should be like flogging. His management should get a beating because they let him be inactive that long. At least, come on, if you can't get him a really elite level opponent, just get him in there with somebody, anybody, just to get him fighting a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, certainly. And salute to Mr. Pass there coming through. Craig Richards. That's who you're thinking of there, Boz. I think you mentioned
Yeah,
Craig
Greg
Kennedy,
Richards.
and I think I would have mentioned the same thing as. And I was thinking, I was like Craig, but yeah, that's the guy. So Mr. Paz mentions I wouldn't hate Craig Richards versus Azeez. Yeah, that'd be an interesting one right
Yeah,
there. Get a little test for him. I'm gonna get my camera
yeah,
back up and jump in here.
or even maybe Lyndon Arthur versus either of those, Greg Richards or Aziz. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Where
Yeah.
where did you disappear? I see your head now.
Yeah, it looks like my camera went out there for a bit. Yeah, so yeah, I'm
Mhm.
gonna try and get it back up and running here. But yeah, Lyndon Arthur. Yeah, hopefully we would get more action from Lyndon Arthur than what we saw against
Yeah.
Bivol, because I think that was a drawback. Of course, he didn't take many risks there in that contest. But hey,
Mm.
you take risks. That potential of getting knocked out certainly. And real quick, salute to Andre Rodriguez dropped in the building there. Salute to you, Andre. Hope all is well, holding it down over there in Portugal. So yeah, great having you here, buddy. And yeah, we are talking some of the fights from this past weekend. Some great points brought up there. Mr. Pats mentioned Caroline Dubois looked so good. Yeah, I wasn't able to catch that one. I don't know if you caught it either, Boz.
No.
Okay, but
That whole car was on Sky Sports, and I don't have it. So last night I actually forgot about it, and also to get to watch it, I would have to like dig up some kind of stream, and those can be really unreliable. So I hate doing that. I only do
yeah.
it when it's really like big fights happening. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel you there. Yeah, I was actually out and I missed the majority of them, so I had to watch on replay as far as the kind of Bean card. So I do plan to check out this card at some point as well, because I think
Mm,
it'll be good to
there you are.
actually check this out. Let me switch this camera here a little bit.
He's back,
Back to my other
people.
one. There we go. There we go. See, look at there, folks, working some things on the fly. Back up and running here. Appreciate y'all still hanging in there. So, Mr. Paz mentioned Josh and Bobbs. I don't know how you feel about Ben Whitaker, but I really like his skill set. However, his antics are disgraceful, in my opinion. Dancing around, spinning, and so on. Not even Nas was that bad. Did you catch Ben Whitaker there? But yeah, we were mentioning it on the Fight Night Score stream. I know he has a
No, I don't
lively
think so.
personality in the ring.
Van Whitaker, wait a second. I don't know if I've ever seen him actually fight yet.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's kind of like a prospect who, as
right.
Mr. Paz mentions, has a pretty solid skill set from an overall
Mm,
standpoint, but he does do a bunch of the antics and things of that nature there in the ring that would would draw him some, enemies here later down the road. And he does it with a certain level of competition, of course, because he's at that stage right now. But as it was noted on the stream we were on earlier, we'll see if he continues that as the competition goes up. And apparently he was doing some of that in this contest here this past weekend. If you saw
Yeah.
him, you might know him, but he's like a prospect there out of the UK who has a lot of promise, I would
All
say.
right. You know what? When it comes to UK, I mean, I don't want to be like generalizing, but they got some prospects that they sometimes hype up too much. I feel. I mean, fighters in general, like Buatsi, also, like he's one of them, and that kind of really goes on my nerves because you cannot know just how good somebody is before they really are tested, have been tested,
True.
like properly. But they like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the next world champion, the next great fighter. Like, how do you know that? I mean, yeah. So somebody can look very good, and I'm sure have a lot of talent, but it's not just about that. It's about the mental aspects, how you face the
Yeah.
adversity, and yeah, if you can come back, like if you get knocked down, will you be able to bounce back, or will you just surrender? Like for instance, Kevin Mitchell, he is a good example. He had all the tools, all the talents, except this. And I
Oh
remember
yeah.
when he was fighting Katsidis, Michael Katsidis.
No, yeah.
He was just, overwhelmed, and he just gave up at once. Like it was 3 rounds, it was over. He just didn't fight back, and yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
those guys, have to have everything go their way, or else, they just fold.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I recall that. Yeah, one of the all-time fight posters there. I recall as well. Pretty funny. The fight
Yeah.
poster for that contest. But yeah, that's one of the things you do make a good point. That mental aspect does come into the fold there at some point down the
Mm,
road, especially as that competition continues to go up, and how you handle that can help can help certainly determine your overall trajectory. And for some guys, they are guys and gals, yeah, once they hit that point or that adversity strikes, hey, it can be a challenge. So we'll see
mm,
with Whitaker how he tends to continue forward, knowing that hey, it's not going to get easier, or it shouldn't get easier, at least if you're trying to do big things in the sport. So we'll see how that goes. Salute to Mr. Paz there, mentioning Bevo Beterbiev is fighting June 1st at the main event of that Matchroom versus Queensberry
oh
five versus
yeah,
five event. Yeah, I have remember when they made that announcement of the 5 versus 5.
yeah.
So that's where they're headlining. So yeah, that should be a good one right there. Bob Bevo Beterbiev. We finally get an opportunity at an undisputed 175-pound
Oh yeah.
champion. Two Russians, just as it ends up being. Then they're considered to be, I think, unquestionably the two best 175 pounders out there. So that one's coming up there. I know we'll continue to discuss this one as time goes on, but I'd imagine, hey, you're probably as excited as the majority of boxing fans are. I think that's a top 5 fight in boxing right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's amazing. I can't believe it's gonna happen
Right.
rather soon. Let's say 4 months from now. Wow. I don't know really. I don't want to make any predictions, of course. I mean, I just find it. I mean, I know that Bivol is just amazingly skillful and all that fast, and so I think it's gonna be more of a challenge for Beterbiev, in my eyes, than for Bivol to really
Yeah.
get past that defense and movement and everything of Bivol. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point right there.
Mm,
Yeah, and that's something I'm sure we're going to touch on as time goes on because, yeah, that I think that could highlight a key aspect of the fight from an overall standpoint. So
mm.
look forward to that. And Mr. Paz said, yes, is that carrot juice? Yes, it is there, Mr. Paz. Beata. We're trying to get Beata to sponsor us all. Beata carrot juice right here, Mr. Paz. And I tell you, it's top tier. Beata, we appreciate it. I think they're out of
Yeah,
Germany. I want to say Germany or maybe Italy.
yeah, I've seen that here in stores. Some stores, and yeah, they have it here in Norway. Yeah,
Yeah. Of
only
course,
the
they have a
better
U.S.
stores.
section,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think they're originally Germany.
Mm.
So maybe I have to make a video diving on the history there to a certain extent.
Deutschland.
But appreciate you there, Mr. Fast. But yeah, carrot juice, hey, keeps you healthy. Fight night scores: Olympic silver medalist, too cocky and disrespectful to opponents for my liking. Oh yeah, that's Ben Whitaker there. Fight night score says we have been banging the drum for Better Beer versus Bivol for a long time. Finally, it's going to happen.
I
Yes,
will
sir.
make that sign like this.
Yeah.
Let's hope nothing disrupts that.
Oh yeah,
We can
because there
only
has been
pray.
a disruption in another big fight that was supposed to happen here within the next 2 weeks, and of course that is the Anthony, or not the Anthony, but the Tyson Fury versus
Fury.
Alexander Usyk contest. So that's not going down, which is a bummer right
Yeah.
there. But
Oh
not
man.
unexpected for many people because many felt that Fury
Yeah.
wasn't going to be ready in February, regardless.
Even though he posted a picture of himself, like looking all in good shape, like those,
Yeah,
abs, ripped and stuff. It
yeah, I remember
didn't
seeing
help.
that. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
sold on it. I wasn't sold on it. Fury, yeah, it's always something comes about.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, the man obviously has psychological issues, so it's gonna always be hard making big fights with him.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
thank you,
Oh
Skywalker.
yeah. Yeah. Look at Skywalker Buatsi, yeah, holding it down right there. So yeah, hit up Skywalker there, boys. Again, get you right. Get
Shall
you
I
right
send
there.
it to you here, or well, maybe not here,
Oh
in
yeah.
private? Yeah,
I'll
Look,
link you on Instagram. I'll link you
on
there.
Instagram. Yeah,
I'll
that's
link
right.
you link you to if you're not connected there. I'll link you two together there.
No, I can. I have the Instagram
Oh
open. I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
Skywalker box seal. But good stuff there,
Uh,
Skywalker. Salute to Max Duran dropped in. Salute to you there, buddy. Says how's it going? Hey, all is well there, Max. Great to have you in here. Of course, it's always good to hear from Max. Just got back from church. All right. All right. Good stuff there, Max. Well, we appreciate you dropping by to
here
check
we
us
have.
out here. We were talking a little bit of boxing action from the past weekend. We were touching on Buatsi versus Azeez and kind of how that went down. Even though I've yet to see it, I still have to watch that particular contest. But it is one that I'm going to catch along with some of the other fights there on the card. But I did catch, I will say, the Conor Benn versus Peter Dobson contest that went down, and it was on the zone. Conor Benn, everyone knows that name. And of course, we know Nigel Benn, but Conor Benn's been back on the road trying to make things happen, fighting here in the U.S. And he went up against Peter Dobson in a contest that went down in, was this Vegas?
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
it was Las Vegas. And Conor Benn ended up pulling off a unanimous decision, but we had touched on it on the Fight Night Score stream. Remember that, fight-score.com. But it was one of those contests where Conor Benn had some moments, but Dobson, he had his own, and he was able to catch
yeah.
Conor Benn at varying points. And he seemed to really put gloves on him, but just not nearly enough by comparison to Conor Benn, who, for the overwhelming majority of the contest, landed a great deal on Dobson, who just did not have the activity to really make it much of a matchup, to the degree that
You
we
know what happened?
benefited from.
Sorry, I had
Yeah.
actually blocked Skywalker, but by mistake on Instagram, I found out because I thought I had him already among my contacts, but so
Oh
then when
yeah.
I got the request, I thought it was a fake profile, like some kind of fish, whatever.
Oh
So I
no, good
blocked
stuff.
him.
Yeah, yeah. His old one, it's gone now. So yeah, I know what you're saying.
All right.
Yeah, because it was another one. He's
Yeah,
back up there. So that one is legitly him right there.
yeah. Now
Yeah, so I
I
got you
got
for
you
sure.
back on my list.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
good
see
stuff
he
there.
got my yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Alex is in the mix here too. Salute to you there, Alex. Salute to you. Appreciate you being here as
Alexander.
well,
Oh,
buddy.
I thought it
Yeah,
was.
Furious 6 can shorter 6 pack. Yeah, yeah, certainly. That's funny stuff right there. But yeah, Skywalker mentioned they had shut him down. I had him on the O and need to connect again. Okay, yeah, yeah, that explains it there for sure. And Max saying saw the De La Hoya Corte post, need to check it out. Always a good one right there, Max. It was a good fun fight right there, and not as controversial as it may have seemed when on second watch there, or really just kind of checking it out, scoring it, taking it round by round. Definitely not a robbery. I think we all walked away from that particular contest and stream there, Max, that it wasn't a robbery. So I think
Yeah,
you'll find it very interesting. Mhm.
yeah. Gotta be cautious. You never
Yeah,
know. I
Boz,
mean,
yeah.
I've had this happen before. Like people sending me requests twice. Like I mean, those who I already had. So you
Oh
never
yeah.
know. Yeah, sometimes it's about their whole account being, whatever, frozen or something, but not always. Yeah,
Certainly, certainly. Alex says add some of that high quality protein grass fed beef to this carrot juice. Might have to do that. Matter of fact, after I'm done here, Alex, good suggestion there. Get some of that high quality beef. Speaking of high quality beef, or not
beef,
necessarily though,
beef
but yeah.
jerky,
Oh yeah. Well, that's hey, I have a
and
spot. I have a spot.
stay away from the dodgy beef like one Canelo ate.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, speaking of that, I was mentioning Connor Benn, who was back in action,
Oh
not
yeah,
that beef was his thing, it was more so
oof, yeah.
eggs.
I'm not a fan. I mean, I thought he was a promising fighter before, but now that I see him, everything that he's been involved in, he's just got a chip on his shoulder and a big one,
Oh yeah,
you
he
know,
does.
all those tattoos, and I'm not a big fan of those guys who strut around like they were some dangerous kind, like something like gangsters or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Connor, yeah, he is tatted up for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, like his father never was like that. He had a reputation as maybe a little dark character, but he wasn't like a thug or anything.
So you're saying
I
that
mean,
Connor wasn't out there in these streets?
yeah. So that's what you get. Like Connor kind of projects that kind of thug
Yeah.
image. I'd say too much. While his father, he really dressed well actually in public, and I mean, yeah, he was well spoken and everything.
Yeah, well, kind of,
Was as
he's trying to
well,
build back up his reputation there, Boz. He's trying to get
yeah,
people back in the fray right there since he had that little issue a few years back. So he's on his
yeah,
world tour right now, or his U.S. tour at the very least. So he's trying to right the ship, and he has some marketability. We were talking about it on the previous stream there on Fight Night Scores that
well, that's
yeah, he has that kind of love to hate type backing, I guess you can say as well, where you have some who want to see him lose, and he knows how to drum up some controversy, I guess you can say. Right now, I guess he's been going back and forth on Twitter with a number of guys looking to fight them. I guess Tank Davis being the latest subject, so it'll be interesting to see what
wow.
materializes.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, you saw maybe, I mean, you heard that there's a really shocking news about one of your favorite fighters, Shakur Stevenson.
Oh yeah,
He's retiring. I mean, what the hell? So that
yeah,
was just
supposedly
bullshit.
retiring.
Yeah, I hope that will not last. I hope.
Yeah, I will say that I don't think it will last.
Mhm.
But that being said, hey, stranger things have happened, but I don't think it will last. I think it's frustration
Yeah,
more than anything settling in from the fact that he's excuse me, had to deal with, of course, the backlash from the De Los Santos fight, and then not being able to get some of the bigger names there in the ring either. So I think the right type of situation will bring him right back out of retirement, and he'll be back in the mix and on that trajectory once again. So time will certainly tell, but I did see and hear about that. But Shakira, yeah, he's been tweeting a lot as of late.
Yeah. I don't
Yes.
like this when they just talk too much on Twitter and not that much in the ring. Yeah.
Yeah. Skywalker Boxell makes a good point. Peter Dobson did a good job when he let his hands go. I think he should
Yeah.
have been more active because he was
Yeah.
connecting. Yeah, he was. He did have some moments there when he could connect, but
He
certainly,
was.
yeah,
I
the
mean,
activity.
Jamaican fighters, he's Jamaican. They come to fight, man. They are serious, fighters usually. There have been some really good fighters, some great,
Oh
coming
yeah,
from that island. And that guy was, there. He wasn't there to make Connor look good, definitely. So kudos to
yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, he had some skills. He had some wrinkles to his game, but yeah, he just needed to increase that activity. And I think because he
Yeah.
had some moments there where he was catching Connor being cleanly, and Connor couldn't get him out of there. And I
Yeah.
do think, yeah, Connor, his activity is what got him the overall fight there. But
Mhm.
yeah, Dobson, I'd be cool with seeing him again. I want to see him in there with some other guys chopping it up, and for Connor Benn, of course, he continues his tour. We'll see who or what name he gets next, but we do need to see him in there with a big name before we can take him serious as a contender
Yeah.
for any title.
Was this at 147 or 154? I
I
didn't know
believe
that.
this was 147 right here
All right.
because his
Yeah.
previous fight was at 154, but I know that was the first one after a good while. So
Yeah.
150, 147, I believe, is where he's going to continue to campaign.
Mhm.
I'll have to double check that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was yep, 147. So you
Right.
know,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a better thing. A bit better division for him. He's not that big, I mean. Yeah.
hmm yeah, and I know he's called out some of everyone, including Crawford. Yeah, now
Crawford. Wow.
Spence as well, apparently. I don't hear anyone calling
Yeah.
out Boots Ennis like that, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't
Keep
know.
down.
Boots. Yeah, because he can punch, he has serious punching power probably
Yeah.
because of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Alex says, "What happened to fighters like Joe Louis, Jack Dempsey? I hope I'm lucky to beat a good opponent instead of playing the part of a thug. Once upon a time, great champs were great gentlemen." Hey, good point
Yeah.
there, Alex. Good point.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking for that little edge, that way of trying to stand out. Yeah, sometimes they try to play tough guy.
Yeah. I
Doesn't
mean,
always
there
work
were
out.
some of them played chess and learned foreign languages. I know Ezra Charles, he spoke Italian actually. So there
Oh
you go.
yeah. Oh, Ezra, the Cincinnati
Yeah.
Cobra, underrated fighter there. You know,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you know
One
his
of
name
my
doesn't get
favorite.
mentioned nearly as much as it probably should.
Definitely, I think he really he doesn't get enough credit. No way. No, nowhere near.
No, yeah, certainly. Fight Night Scorer says he has to sort some food out. Hey, good stuff there, Jim. Appreciate you dropping by. Of course. Hey, get her done. You got to get that. You got to take care of things. Get that food in the system.
Yeah.
Nutrition. Get you some carrot juice, all that good stuff. So, hey,
Take
good
care.
stuff. Appreciate you there, Fight Night Scorers. Again, check them out, folks. Fight Night Scorers. Give them a like, subscribe, and check out the website. And join in
Mm.
on the scoring because it's the most comprehensive scoring system out there. And that
Yeah.
is the case. I'm not just saying that. That is the case.
It's a good challenge. It's fun, and yeah, I mean, just
Mm-hmm.
a good thing to be on.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, certainly. Skywalker missions being Whitaker's performance. You were in odds that looked like Emmanuel Augustus in the ring. Oh yeah, people were talking about that, and people were talking. He was doing a lot of antics, messing around in there, Skywalker. But yeah, I haven't caught it yet. I'm gonna try and catch it. I need to catch that card in general Buatsi versus Azeez. So I haven't been able to caught that one. But everyone notes his skill set for sure. That Ben seems to have a high level skill set there.
I mean,
Skywalker for sure.
I have certainly heard of him, but I'm not sure if I watched him fight ever. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh, he was spinning and cracking his opponent drunken style. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Emmanuel Augustus style there. So yeah, it'll
yeah,
be
he
interesting.
was.
It'll be interesting. I didn't
Emmanuel
see that one.
Augustus didn't win like many, especially high level fights, but he made them more entertaining, definitely.
Certainly. Certainly. Yeah. He
Uh,
did
you
that
know,
drunken master style.
I watched one that you all should see if you can find this him versus Mickey Ward. Oh man, that was
Okay.
so fun.
Augustus versus Ward. Yeah. He had yeah, he had a ton of fights too, actually
Yeah,
his
I think
record
he
was
fought.
about even, about 500, got closer to
He
in and around
fought.
there.
I think he fought Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd later
Yep.
said that he had some problems with his style actually. So that's a
Yeah.
huge compliment, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, he could be tough to hit at times.
Mm.
So yeah, Floyd did mention that, said that was his toughest opponent, I guess at that particular time. So yeah, he did have some problems there. So Emmanuel Augustus, yeah, one of those guys that I guess when you could put it all together, certainly one that you could marvel at and what he was able to do there in the ring.
I think he was robbed once against this guy Courtney Burton. I think his name was.
Mm,
But yeah, then later he won in the rematch. So yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
that's something that I now remember, like from reading about.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I got to check that out then. Yeah, I don't recall that one. I hadn't seen a ton of his stuff. I know he used to make appearances on ESPN as well when they had the ESPN fights. We used to get those
yeah,
often. So yeah, a little staple there, but a veteran of the sport. He beat some
mm,
guys who were expected to do some things, lost to some guys who went on to do some pretty solid and good things in the sport too. Uh, Very interesting character there, Emmanuel Augustus.
kind of kind of like Jesse James Leha. Mm,
Oh, Jesse James, yeah,
mm.
Jesse James Lehigh. I haven't seen a ton of Jesse James. I know Jesse James Lehigh though. Yeah.
Some good fights, really. Yeah, against Zuma Nelson, he's it was a quadrilogy, but the first two fights I think were the
Hmm.
best. The third one was a blowout. Azuma really kicked his ass there, but he won the. He was the first guy to beat Azuma in a long time, I think. I mean, at
Okay.
130, yeah, at
Okay.
130.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that series of fights. Maybe a good place to start right there, then, huh?
Yeah, and also against when he lost the title to Rafael Ruelas, or not,
Okay.
no, not Rafael, but his brother Gabriel. Yeah,
Okay.
Gabriel. Mm.
Okay. Oh, Jesse James. All right. Yeah, Jesse James Lehigh. I remember him being in the fight night games as well. I think he's in Fight Night Champion. As I think he
Nice
is in
guy.
there.
He looks like a nice guy. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah, certainly. I'd imagine. But no, that's good stuff. I was gonna note that on this Ben card, there was also Emma Williams who fought and got a 7th round stoppage over a fighter based out of Norway. Actually, he's an African fighter.
really,
Um, his
wow,
name is Mbu Yasa,
wow.
Mumba Yasa, or something like
I
that.
never heard of him really, so that's a weird one.
Yeah, but he's over there in Norway holding it down in your neck of the woods there, Vaz. But
Yeah,
didn't put up much against Emma Williams, though.
yeah.
This
Emma Williams. Hang on, is these women or men you're talking about?
is the men right here.
Man, oh yeah,
Emma, you probably seen him. He's like a
I thought you
matchroom
said,
guy.
yeah, I thought you said Emma Williams. That's why I
No,
thought it
oh
was
no, ammo like
Em,
ammunition, ammo.
Emo.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
right.
His name, first name is what is his name?
Terrell maybe or something. No, no, like
Something. His ammo's a nickname. Yeah, Austin Emma Williams.
I
He's
don't know
with
which
Matchroom.
one. Yeah,
And this
a
other
lot of
guy,
fighters.
he was 10-0 coming into it, but Emma Williams ended up knocking him out in the 7th.
Emo.
And It's over with. But Williams is at some point gonna face hopefully Dalton Smith. But Dalton Smith, I know, is fighting coming up against Jose Zepeda. So that should be an interesting contest.
Right, Dalton Smith.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I was gonna also note that Khalil Cole, promising American at light heavy, probably will end up at cruiser. So got a quick second round stoppage with some nice body work. Second round TKO over this guy he was facing out of Mexico who was undefeated. And yeah, he looked pretty good in doing so. And then Johnny Fisher, he also fought there, Bobs, and Johnny looked good, came in there and blasted out a guy
The Bull.
who he was going up against.
Was it the Romford Bull? I think his nickname is. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And hey, fans came out and showed some support. You had the Brits out in Las Vegas doing their thing. So I like Johnny Fisher, and he's looked in top shape here in his last couple of few fights. So I think he's really gonna ultimately end up coming into his own. As they just need to get him those right opponents, to keep him kind of stepping up.
Yeah. I mean, he's a big guy. He looked kind of slow, but maybe I don't know. Now he's in better shape. Well, in his first fights anyway. So yeah, he's a strong guy. He's not too tall for a heavyweight, but he's a really massively built guy.
Oh yeah, certainly, and Eddie Hearn, he was throwing out names like David Adelaide and Fabio Wardley as potential opponents here at some point, not in the not so distant future. So I think those will be interesting right there.
Yeah, Fabio.
Probably the Adelaide first, see if David Adelaide can bounce back or handle Johnny Fisher. I'd be for that one.
Adelaide would be a better fight. I think Fabio probably would be too fast for Fisher. But yeah, probably. I think
Adelaide and Fabio for sure.
Yeah. Fabio is just really explosive, fast fighter. Can punch, of course. Also, really good power.
Oh yeah, like him for sure. And we both had him in that Adelaide fight coming into it. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna get the nod for sure.
Yeah.
Skywalker mentions Ammo looks strong. Indeed, there, Skywalker, he did. That was a nice way he ended things. Man, he really put it in there. I think it was a straight right or left, one or two, or it might have been a little hook slipped in there, left hook, something slipped in there. But he ended that thing right. There, Skywalker. Oh, salute to my man, Random Acoustic Thoughts. Salute there to your Random doing his thing. Says big up. Appreciate you being here, Random Acoustic Thoughts. Hey, be sure to check them out, folks. You want to be tapped in and tuned in to boxing history, even a little MMA stuff going on as well as what's going on in PFL, Bellator. Check out Random Acoustic Thoughts. We got a link up here at some point, buddy. Talking some more of this boxing history stuff for sure. So check them out, give them a like and subscribe. Also to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz and more, says salute to Josh and Boz. Appreciate you there, Bruce, of course. Be sure to check him out as well. Give him a like and subscribe. Appreciate you there, Bruce. Always entertaining stuff going down there. So be sure to check out Bruce Gas. Check out Random Acoustic Thoughts, baby. Hey, we're doing the thing. We appreciate you all dropping in, gracing us with your presence. Scott said that was weird card because the main event at the Cosmopolitan at 2 p.m. So they did they pause it so they could broadcast prime time in UK with UK commentary? Oh, so they did it like that. They made it happen like that. UK commentary, yeah. So Matchroom trying to make waves over here in the US. They bringing some of the Brits over here on tour. So good stuff for sure. But yeah, I expect we'll see more of Matchroom as they continue to try to stamp their name here across the pond. Random says doing a countdown with Scrap and BL Thursday. All right, good stuff then, Random. Good stuff. You doing that on your channel? So I'll try to check you out there. Random. Good stuff. Appreciate it. It's gonna be some historic stuff, so always down for that. It's always a pleasure. Everyone sends their regards as well.
Not
But
me. Not me. I said I had enough history last year with all those live streams you had. Well, it was fun. I mean, it was good. Really had
oh
some
yeah,
good, some kind of, I would say also little flame, flaming
yeah,
up
yeah.
discussions. I don't know how to put it the right way, but there was a lot of stuff going on that was really interesting to find out and talk about.
Yeah, yeah, funny. Salute to Eunice Fernandez. Hey, Eunice, appreciate you being in here, buddy. Appreciate you for sure being in here. Says, hi, guys. I don't like calling them bums, but Whitaker's opponent was a bum. Hey, he's at a certain level for sure right now. So that's what we're saying. We want to see him keep up some of that stuff there.
He
As the
can't.
competition continues to rise for sure there, Eunice. Hey, but appreciate you, Eunice, of course, as always, dropping in here. Yeah, we're talking a little boxing, all of that good stuff. I know Boz is he's had a long night, whatnot.
Mhm.
We're gonna be wrapping this thing up here shortly, Boz. It looks like we're close to that time right there. Random says top two
Yeah,
pound for
you're
pound,
right.
1980 or 1890 to 1925 at each weight. Oh, okay, that's
That's
pretty
cool.
cool. Top two
I don't
pound.
know that much about that history. I'm more like a guy between 1930 to, yeah, like
No, I feel you there,
1980.
Boz. I feel you
Yeah.
there for sure.
Well,
Skywalker got a chuckle out of Udis there. That's pretty funny, I'm sure. But yeah, Udis keeping it
Eudes.
100 out there.
I think his name is Eld. I mean, the pronunciation is probably Eudes, isn't it right? Eudes.
Eldest, eldest,
Eudes. Eudes.
Eudes, Eudes. All right, yeah, hope
Judas. Not Judas, but Judas.
Judas. Yeah, I say Judas. Yeah, you know how some of us
Yeah,
get here in America.
last
There, eldest, eldest.
yeah, last
Appreciate
time when
it.
you first said his name, I was like, did he say Judas? No. I was like,
I'm from Arkansas. There, eldest.
yeah, yeah. Let's say he said I got it right. I know, that's how we in continental Europe we say it.
Oh yeah, yeah, you be on it there, Boz, and keeping me there on point with the names there.
Yeah,
Let's see, did I get it right? Oh, Boz, yeah, you got it right there,
Eudes.
Boz.
Yeah.
Eldest. I'm sorry, I've been calling you Udis for a long time here down seems. My
Udell,
goodness.
there was that boxer from Cuba, Udell Johnson was it
Oh
his
yeah, I
last
remember
name?
Udell.
Yeah,
But
Udell.
this is Eldest.
Yeah, this
Eldest.
is Eldest.
Eldest. I got you right there, Eldest. I'm gonna remember this for sure.
Because I'm very, particular about this, how names are pronounced. Not many people are, but I am. Not many people know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Hey, and in boxing, you run across some names, some very interesting ones.
Yeah,
So you need some people to help get you pronouncing it right, get the pronunciations together, all that stuff. So you do run across some very interesting names.
yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
some really interesting names from you know Latin or Hispanic names anyway. Mm.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, cool. Hey, Alex chimed in and said he's going to visit his dad's brother in Ulster
Northern Ireland,
Northern Ireland.
Yeah,
Okay, hope some good bouts are scheduled around Easter over there. My uncle was a huge Henry Cooper fan. After Henry retired, he quit following the fight scene. Okay, cool, cool. That's pretty awesome there, Alex. So
he
headed to
must
Northern
have
Ireland.
he must have hated Joe Bogner, who was the guy who
Oh,
kind of retired Henry Cooper in a
yeah.
way.
Joe Bogner. Oh yeah, Henry Cooper. Yeah, yeah. I know a legend in his own right around those
Like
parts for sure.
he won by like this much on scorecards, Bogner. Now your picture is frozen. I don't know, something wrong again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but that's good stuff. Yeah, hey, good. Good. Hopefully that goes well there, Alex. Yeah, definitely let us know. Safe travels headed there. Northern Ireland, baby. We had a
I would
show.
like to visit.
Oh
I
yeah, I
would
would like
like.
to as well.
Yeah, I mean Ireland in general. It's really quite a
Yeah.
special place. Yeah.
Yeah, we,
Even
we had an amateur show last year where there were some young boxers out of Ireland,
mm,
male and female. They came. It was like a Ireland versus USA show, but it was really out of the
right.
DC area versus those from Ireland. So it's a good
Mm.
fight, or a good card, and just a good overall thing on the amateur side. So I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, their fighting tradition has always been strong. Boxing and bare knuckle and all that. So you always said, Carl Frampton in the recent years before him, you had guys like, what was his name? Martin Lindsay, I think he was also a good fighter.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, you always had really kind of good quality. Barry McGuigan, of course. Yeah.
oh yeah, Barry, yeah. But yeah, Frampton, yeah, recent years has been a pretty solid one.
Dave
Uh,
McCauley, yeah, he was a flyweight, I think, champion overall. So yeah, he was from Northern Ireland.
okay, okay, yeah, my I know my screen had frozen there for a sec,
Oh
but no,
yeah,
that's good
it's
stuff
fine
for sure.
now. Yeah.
I switched the cameras. Yeah, it's my one camera was acting funny, but random mentioned Snowball, old school boxing name from back in the day. That's funny. Alex says he's 97 years old, sharp as a Scottish tack. Okay, good stuff right there. Hey, awesome.
Nice. Nice.
97. Woo, that's what's up right there. Seeing some life right there.
97, baby.
Could teach
Yeah.
you a thing or two for sure.
I just remembered Campbell Hatton. I see he has a fight coming up in March.
Oh yeah.
So it's for his first minor title fight for the British Central Area Super Lightweight title. Yeah,
Okay, Campbell Hatton. Let's see if Campbell's gonna do some big things there in the sport for sure.
yeah,
Um, that's
he
good to
has
know right there.
improved.
Oh, Campbell Hatton.
Yeah, he has improved. I liked his last fights, few fights. He looked good. Yeah,
Yeah, I did catch his last one. And yeah, he has improved. Right. You know, as you mentioned, he's one of those that is gonna be learning on the job or has had to learn on the job for a good deal of them. So that's kind of a
yeah,
part of the process right there.
yeah.
So
He just doesn't seem to have, well, that much power. Maybe, I mean, even there he has improved a little bit. But anyway, in the first fight, I know, first couple of fights, he looked like he couldn't knock out like an owl or something, a frog. Yeah,
yeah. No, I feel you're coming from right there for sure. But no, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Then yeah, then coming up, there's some other interesting fights. We do have Lopez Ortiz. That's probably the major one that is coming up. That should be a pretty interesting contest there. Teofimo Lopez versus Jermaine Ortiz. And you know that was this Thursday. That is this coming Thursday actually. ESPN, I believe, is what it's going to be on. So I look forward to that one, Boz. I
yeah,
don't know if you have any thoughts on that one, but you know Ortiz, he looked pretty solid in there with Lomachenko when he fought
oh,
him
yeah.
that time. That was probably the marquee opponent he's facing. Just so happens both
Jermaine,
of them have faced Lomachenko, so now
I
we get
see.
the two together.
Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz, he looked good, of course, against, even though that was Lomachenko had been out of the ring for like a year, but still. He's fighting Teofimo. Wow.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
a huge one for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hope that will be a good one. I think it will be a good fight. Of course, Teofimo is the favorite, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
all I can say. Well,
Gotcha. Yeah, he will come in as a favorite, and it's happening on Thursday. The Super Bowl Super Bowl weekend is this weekend, so that's why. So Super Bowl Sunday's coming up, so that kind of explains it. Alex says my old school drill sergeant in 1968. He used the snowball name. Snowball. It's pretty funny there. But no, good stuff indeed. But yeah, I mean, Boz, we've touched on all those high points or whatnot.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna have to run here. So
well, I don't have to run, but I'm kind of tired.
figuratively speaking, run, but good stuff.
We're
But
good.
no, I enjoy us having this chat. We'll have more to even talk about here after the coming weekend because I think that Teofimo Lopez, Jermaine Ortiz fight will certainly spell a lot of good conversation.
Yeah, that it will. That's coming. Yeah, soon. 4 days. Wow.
But yeah, appreciate everyone who dropped by. Yeah, no, we're ending this one a little bit earlier, but we will be back. You can catch us next week for sure. Man, we appreciate everyone who dropped in, shared the love from Mr. Paz to Max Duran, Fight Night Scores, Boz Cobra himself. Oh, yeah, be sure to check out Boz. Give him a like, subscribe right there. He does his own live streams as well. You might have to drop it in there at some point too there, Boz. Skywalker, Alex, all in the mix here.
I don't really talk about boxing that much, but yeah, we can talk about that also if you
We still appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Random acoustic thoughts in here, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz. And let me see here.
Mr. Pads usually drops by and then we talk about boxing a little bit. Yeah.
It is. What is the name again? It is.
And Bruce Eldis.
Eldis. Yeah, Eldis. Got you there, Eldis. Appreciate you there, buddy. Drop it in, of course. I'm getting it right here. I'm gonna go practice. Eldis. And then Alex, of course, as well. So yeah, thanks, boss. Thanks all. We'll be back for sure. Have a good one.
Yeah. See ya.